Good morning. So we made it finally to our friend's place here, and they have a giant cob house. So we're gonna work on that today. I will see how much I can video record of that. I hope I can do a little bit because I never worked on a cob house, and apparently we have to do some mudding today on the outside. So we'll see how it goes. I got my coffee, I got my work clothes on, and I'm ready to go and see what's happening. So yeah, we'll see what's happening today. It will be a fun day. Good morning, everyone. So I haven't said much the last couple of days because we were supposed to blast at the cop house, right? But it rained 3 days in a row, so we couldn't really do anything outside. So my friends want to move up in the second story. So I had to sand all the beams clean from the clay. So that's what I was doing the first 3 days where we were here. I sanded every day. You know, some of you might think 3 days sanding is crazy, but I really enjoyed it. The reason for that is that I had time to listen to my podcasts again, because since we're traveling, I haven't had really time to listen to podcasts. And I was listening to a German podcast from Jan and Alex, and really exciting podcast and lots to learn, lots to try out. So if you want to know what podcast it is, I can write it in the comments and I will text you back and tell you. It's a really cool podcast. So I did that while I was sanding. Just very relaxing, and it's like meditation almost. Really cool. There's a little bit more to do. I'm excited about it, so I can do that. I also want to thank everybody who watched my video so far and subscribed to my channel. And a few requests to see the bus from the inside. I will do that eventually and show you the bus inside and also talk about what I did and pull all my pictures out and videos what I took while I was building the bus, and also from Robin, and make a little documentary about the bus, how we built it. And I'm gonna put that into a couple videos down the road here. See how that goes. All right, and yeah. So we just finished the second day of plastering another wall with clay. Super muddy. Super muddy, so I'm going to have an outdoor shower right here in the forest. Everywhere trees, the sun is shining, and I'm walking to the outdoor shower. So let me show you where the outdoor shower is, and also our outhouse is there. It's a little bit away from the bus, but it is super nice to shower outside between the trees, listening to the wind and the birds while you have a shower. That's something different. So yeah, let's see. Alright, it is laundry story time, and today I will present you the story of our life on Vancouver Island. So I came to Vancouver Island to live with Robin in 2017, and she was living on Gabriola Island and I was living on Vancouver Island. So I only could see her on the weekends because I had to work on the weekdays. What was a little bit annoying, but we managed to move together into a house, into a mobile home in a little trailer park back in the bush, basically in the forest. We had like big hiking trails beyond our house, and we bought that house in 2018, and then 19 Sky came along, so we stayed in that place for 7 years. Well, it was great something. It was pretty cool. We could, like I said, we could like walk out of the back door and go into the forest. I took Sky out there. We made a bow out of a birch, no, not a birch, a maple tree, little sapling, about this thick, and that long. Just depends how Sky was, how tall she was at that point. And we carved it with a knife and an axe. It was pretty cool to see and to make, and it's perfect for Sky. She can play with it and shoot arrows, what is pretty exciting. And what else did we do there? I went hunting. We went for overnight trips into the forest, just straight out of the house. We got we were a little between two little rivers. Well, not little. The one river was the Nanaimo River, which was pretty big, and on the other side was Haslam Creek, which was quite a bit smaller. But we had an amazing swimming hole there, so we hang out on the swimming hole quite a bit too. Especially in the summertime, I went for swims. It was pretty cool, and nobody knew that hole, so nobody would be there, so I could go naked. And yeah, it was good times. And then eventually we sold our house in 2025. We got to a point where we want to sell the house, got the bus to a certain point, and just jumped in the bus on the 7th of July in 2025 and start traveling. But that will be another story. Hello, we are on the walk on the river, Manitoulin River, and apparently there are some rabbits in here. There are salmon jumping up the river, so we'll see if we can catch some. So come along with me and see how it goes. Hello. So today our friends took us to a beach. Apparently there's supposed to be sand dunes too. So let me take you to a beach on Vancouver Island with sand dunes. Let's see what we can see. Alright, there we are on the other side of the dunes on the beach. Beautiful, clear water and white sand. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. And that on the Great Lakes. Crazy. Well, there you go. Let's go for a swim.